Laura.
And we are Two Paper Girls.
We're back with another Top 5 Wednesday. We haven't done one for a couple of weeks because we've just been really busy with coursework and Christmas and New Year's. But this week's topic is Top 5 eye candy books that weren't actually very good.
My number 5 is Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. I really hate this book and it's not even that pretty, which is why it's at number 5, because the art's just like, it just makes me cringe because everyone's like stick and I don't like it. And the front cover's just a really horrible snot green and it's a terrible book, so that's that.
My number 5 choice is Magana. I read this recently and it's number 5 because it wasn't awful. It was a pretty good book. I gave it 3 stars I think, but the cover is really gorgeous and it made me expect more from it because of all the dark blue and stars and stuff. I just thought it'd be a little bit more magical than it was. And so yeah, that's at number 5.
My number 4 is The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood, because the covers for these are quite pretty. Like, I was researching them and you can get the vintage ones and they're always really nice. And because it's a classic, you don't expect it to be the best book in the world, but I just can't stand it. I mean, the narrator just winds me up so much, and the storyline itself could be amazing because like there's all these like scary things going on and a lot happens, but the writing's just so boring. Like, it doesn't feel like anything happens. That's why it's at number 4.
My number 4 is The Spectacular Now by Tim Tharp. I read this quite a couple of years ago. I just wanted like a fun Perks Being a Wallflower kind of contemporary, but again, it was okay. It wasn't awful. I think I gave it 3 stars, but I really like the cover. I think it's a really nice design, the movie cover especially, not the weird black yellow one, but the pretty green one with them sat by the car. I think it's really gorgeous, and the book just wasn't that great.
Coming in at number 3 is Balzar by Meg Walitza. I really like this cover. It looks like it's going to be really like spectacular and a bit magical, but then it just took the mick out of mental health problems a little bit, and I didn't like it at all. I think I only gave it like 2.5 stars. It wasn't terrible, which is why it was at number 3, but it just was a disappointment for what I thought it was going to be.
My number 3 is the Penguin English Library version of Tess of the D'Urbervilles by Thomas Hardy. I had to read this last year for university, and I just really love all these Penguin English Library editions of books. This one's got chickens all over it. I think it's really cute, but yeah, I really didn't enjoy this book. I found it so depressing and just miserable, and yeah, it just didn't live up to my expectations.
Number 2 is Assassin's Curse by Cassandra Rose Clark. This is a duology and the second one's a Pirate's Wish, I think, but I'm not going to read it. I mean, I love these covers, like they're really nice, and that's what made me pick it up because it looks so good, and fantasy and pirates, but I didn't really enjoy it very much. The character was just quite boring, she was quite bland, and I don't like her love interest very much. I don't really see where the story's going either. It doesn't really feel like a duology. They should have just put it all into one book and made it bigger and better, and yeah, it's a bit of a disappointment.
My number 2 is There Is No Dog by Meg Rosoff. This is like one of my most hated books, but I do actually really like the cover that I've got. I've also got a signed copy, but it's obviously not at uni with me because I hate it. But it's just like all starry with the fish in the sky and the stars and the dog outline, and it just looks really cute and fun, and it sounds amazing, and I just absolutely hated it, so that's why it's a number 2.
My most gorgeous book that I've read and also didn't really like at all is The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern, because I was really excited to read this. I was like, oh, Circus Night, and it's such a gorgeous cover, and then I just read it and it was just so long and so boring, and I can't even remember what happens because it just didn't excite me at all. And that's it really. It was so bad.
My number 1 most hated book that has a really lovely cover is Why We Broke Up by Daniel Handler, because it's really nicely like painted illustrations all the way through, and it's just generally like a really nice book to have in terms of how it's presented, but I absolutely hated it. I just thought it was like an abusive relationship that was being all glorified, and just everything. I just hated everything about that book. I hate the characters and the storyline. It was really slow and boring. But it looks so pretty. I'm not even sure if I still have it. I think I gave it to a charity shop because even though it's gorgeous, I thought someone will enjoy this, but I hated it.
So those were our top 5 books that we really didn't like to read but had to read because they were so damn beautiful at the time. Let us know down below if you have any books like this.
And we'll see you on the next video.
Bye!